Welcome to Everyday Money Matters, where we explore practical tips on saving and making money in your daily life. Get ready to embark on a journey towards financial empowerment and smart choices. Subscribe now and let's make every day count for your wallet. In today's video, we will discuss the enhanced child tax credit bill that was passed. Now let's get to it. The House accomplished something unusual Wednesday, January 31, 2024, in passing with broad, bipartisan support a roughly $79 billion tax cut package that would enhance the child tax credit for millions of lower-income families. And also boosted 3 tax breaks for businesses, a combination that gives lawmakers on both sides of the political aisle coveted policy wins. Prospects for the measure becoming law are uncertain, with the Senate still having to take it up, but for a House that has struggled to get bills of consequence over the finish line, the tax legislation could represent a rare breakthrough. The bill passed by a vote of 357-70. Speaker Mike Johnson, ARLA, threw his support behind the bill on Wednesday morning. He spent part of the previous day meeting with GOP lawmakers who were concerned about particular features of the bill, namely the expanded child tax credit. Some were also unhappy that it failed to address the $10,000 cap on the total amount of property taxes or state or local taxes that consumers can deduct on their federal returns. Raising the cap is a top priority of lawmakers from the Republican members of the New York congressional delegation, whose victories in 2022 helped the GOP take the majority. Johnson committed to moving a bill that addresses the cap, but there is no bill text yet and legislation would have to move through the House Rules Committee, which leaves the timing very much in flux. Johnson called the tax cut bill on the House floor important, bipartisan legislation that would revive conservative pro-growth tax reform. He also said it would bring an early end to a wasteful COVID-era program that has been plagued with fraud. Moving up the deadline for claiming the employee retention tax credit is expected to largely offset the cost of the tax cuts in the legislation. House Republicans were anxious to restore full, immediate deductions that businesses can take for the purchase of new equipment and machinery, and for domestic research and development expenses. They argue such investments grow the economy and incentivize American companies to keep their manufacturing facilities and operations in the United States. The bill also provides businesses more flexibility in determining how much borrowing can be deducted. Democrats focused on boosting the child tax credit. The tax credit is $2,000 per child, but not all of that is refundable. The bill would incrementally raise the amount of the credit available as a refund, increasing it to $1,800 for 2023 tax returns, $1,900 for the following year and $2,000 for 2025 tax returns. The bill also adjusts the top-line credit amount to temporarily grow at the rate of inflation. Households benefiting as a result of the changes in the child tax credit would see an average tax cut of $680 in the first year, according to estimates from the Nonpartisan Tax Policy Center. Democrats pushed to restore the more generous tax credit they passed in 2021 in President Joe Biden's first year in office, with payments occurring on a monthly basis. The credit was $3,600 annually for children under age 6 and $3,000 for children ages 6 to 17. But most lawmakers were willing to take what gains they could get through the compromise bill. While there were complaints about the tax bill from some of the most conservative and liberal members of the House, a significant majority from each party voted for it. Proponents are hoping the strong show of support will stir action in the Senate. The bill also would enhance a tax credit for the construction or rehabilitation of rental housing targeted to lower-income households, adding an estimated 200,000 housing units around the country. That was a key priority of lawmakers from states with acute housing shortages and soaring prices. And it would ensure victims of certain natural disasters and the East Palestine, Ohio, train derailment don't get hit with a big tax bill for payments they received as compensation for their losses. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and share it with anyone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.